Okay, let's
All right.
go. So I just invite you all to get into a space of connection and breath. And just allow yourself to be in a space of connecting to Mother Earth, Gaia. There may be an opportunity for Q&A afterwards. It really depends who comes through.
Greetings, dear humans. I am that which is known as the Galactic Federation mouthpiece. I am the commander Standr of the outpost of that which is the Andromedan sector. I have come forward this day not to give you some great and exploratory news of the great wars and things that are happening around your space, but instead I am here to reiterate and to re-remind you of the great teachings that have come through from Ashtar. The teachings that have come through the many transmissions of the various groups that have been spoken around your planet, from various commanders, from various ascended masters, angelics, etc., on that which is the ongoing, the manifest glory of what is happening on your planet. But, and I say but, because until certain things are achieved, and until certain things are made manifest upon the planet, in that which is the cohesiveness of humanity, the cohesiveness of that which is the genders, of that which is the subgenders, of that which is the totality of the understanding that humans are within themselves a subspecies of the great galactic family. Now, understand that there is no insult, nor is there any inference of subdegradation or anything like this given when we call you a subspecies of the great galactic family. You must understand that you are the result of many, many interferences, many DNA seedings, and shall we say manipulations. Though there are a few of you upon this planet that we refer to and always will refer to as the original humans, as those who have been here since the very first human walked upon the planet from the very bowels of the birthing of Gaia and the universe. We are not speaking to you today, because you are already in place, you are already in play, and there have been messages from Ashtar, there have been messages from your council of many councils, and there have been other messages that have related to you, that they call you the original humans, the grounded warrior, the earthbound warrior, etc., etc. And you must attain and you must listen to those and know where your setting is. The rest of you, we speak to you, the star families, we speak to you, those who have returned to this place to bring balance into your own energies, to bring balance into that which is your consciousness, to bring balance into that which is the greater conception, the greater understanding of the heart space, that which is your heart chakra. For many of you have returned into this incarnation, this place of being, this earth place, and you do not know why you are here. You do not know what it is that has triggered you in this lifetime. Why all of a sudden you are waking up to new revelations, new learnings, new understandings, new conceptions. And we say it is because you have returned for that which is the balancing, that which is the coming back and the folding in of your timelines. Many of you are, and I'm going to say this, and I ask that you hear the words, not the perceptions. I want you to hear that which is the energy of the word, not that which is the human perception and the human judgment. Yes, many of you are of the reptilian families. You are of that which has come now into this time to make right, to unfold that which is what you have folded, that which you have manipulated, and you are beginning to unmanipulate. You are beginning to unfold and fold in the timelines of healing, of bringing in for your own self the clearing of multiple lifetimes. You would say, but how can I do this on one lifetime? How can I do this within this earth realm? And that is because this earth realm is, as you all know, which is why you have shown, it is the time, it is the place of that which is the free choice, the free will. It is the definitive place of activation. It is the pinnacle point of that which is the ascension of all, of that which is the cosmos as well as humanity. But understand that the ascension is not a group mass exodus. It is an individual awakening. It is an individual reconciliation unto self. It is an individual judgment of self and coming into a place of judgment, and yet at the same time coming to a place of healing within that judgment. And the reason we use judgment is not to bring a sense of depression or sense of being overbearing towards you, but for you to focus on and to truly act as like the judge of a jury, a judge of a political or a place of great learned understanding. And you look at the aspects, you look at the parts within yourself that have taken you off track, that have distracted you, that have brought you into low places. And it is time for you to look at them, focus upon them, and ask those parts, are you of service to me? Have you achieved everything that you needed to be done in your life with this part that is distracting, with this part that is pulling you down, that is unlocking and bringing in to your life that which is uncalled for, that which is undesired? And this is why we say it is a time of judgment. Because in this period, you are all being asked to prepare yourself in the truest form of that which is your cleansing, that which is your reiteration of realization that you are a pure energy form that has attracted to itself the dross. Think of yourself as a gold ingot. Yes, if you are a pure gold, when you are placed within the heat, there is no dross that should surface. But if you are put into the heat and you are put into the smelter and there is dross that comes to the surface, this is what you are doing. You are putting yourself in the smelter of judgment. And you are allowing yourself to allow the dross to come to the surface, because as it comes to the surface, if it is a pure smelt, if it is a true smelt, that dross will be scraped off. It will be moved to the side, and that which is left is the pure gold. That which is left is the pure silver, the pure titanium, that which is the purity of yourself, your pure energy. And this is what we are addressing at this moment, dear star family. Because many of you identify with the fact that you are not of this planet, that you are from the Sirius Stargate, that you are from the Andromedan, that you are from many of the various placements of this planetary system, the solar system. But there are most of you that are even beyond the light years of 350 million light years from this planet. You are beyond the Andromedan Galaxy. You are from a place that is way beyond the human conception of understanding. And it is not charted in your space charts of this human world. So don't go looking for it. Just know that you are from perhaps the 5th, 6th experiential realm, not just this earth realm, the place of men. Yes? And so what it is that we are addressing to you this time at this particular moment is to remind you that you have chosen to enter into this lifetime. Many of you have come and you have allowed yourself to communicate in a symbiotic form, to have a continuous energy within your own cells. So there is the human part of you, and then there is the symbiotic energy form or soul that lives and coexists with you. And you bring this joint energy forward to assist humanity. And we speak to not only those, but to those who are truly the Zeta, truly the reptilian, the lizard, those who are even draconian. We speak to you because you've chosen in this lifetime to come to balance. And there are those of you that are listening even through the after of this particular session who are of these families, and you are not here to balance, and you will do everything you can to negate what has been said. And we understand this, for this is the art of war, is it not? Where you go in and you infiltrate. You come in as light. You come in disguised as the very ones that you are trying to manipulate, so they cannot see what is before them. that they are dulled, and that they are again drafted and distracted by what you offer. And you, we recognize as well. But at this moment, I'm speaking to the star families. I'm speaking to those that are here in this time with the realization that you are at a loggerhead. You are at this place where you feel that you have achieved and you do not know where else to go. You do not know how to break free out of that which is your supposed lock and key, the cage that is found within you. For many of you have found freedom in this lifetime, and yet within that freedom you still feel bound, you still feel limited in everything that you are doing, that there is yet something more yet to be done, something more yet to be learned, to be understood, to be unlocked within you. And yes, you are right, my friends, you are in a place where you are divining for yourself the keys, the codings that are written within your own DNA, written within the very cellular structure of your essence. And yes, even though you have entered into the human world or the cosmic world, Akashic recording at this particular moment, your Akashic records are not yet instilled within the earth realm. But you do have Akashic records that are read within your own planetary zone, your own star system. And it is time for you to truly begin to connect back into that auric, into that Akashic field, because it is there that you will find your keys. It is there that you will find your codes to unlock everything that has premeditated and preempted your existence on this planet at this moment. Because as you exist on a day-to-day basis, there are times where you see with great clarity how you are unlocking and how you are stepping into the freedom that you know is your life, you know is your way of being. And yet there are times where you will hear teachings, you will hear vocalization from people speaking that brings upon you a sense of dread, that brings upon you a sense of woe is me, because you know that deep within you there are timelines, there are shadow lives that you have lived, where you have been the direct result of another losing their humanity, losing their existence, whether that is just here on planet Earth or many of the other star systems and star planetary beings that you have you've been a part of. But understand, on this planet at this time, there is no judgment. I want to make that very clear to all that are listening. There is no judgment, for you have returned to bring healing and balance back into your life. You have returned into this realm, into this time as a human, to bring reconciliation. Because only humanity can bring reconciliation to humanity, which is why you are in the human form. If you were to be present in your true form, there would be fear, there would be disgust, there would be tumultuous response from humanity, and there would be no reconciliation. And so this is why you come in human form. This is why you align with those who are a strong energy, who have a symbiotic relationship with the energies that they communicate with, either in fullness of form, one existing or two existing in one form, one physicality, or ones who bring transmissions through. Because when you align with these, then you know that you are being given the divine definitive truths that you are looking for. Because at this particular frequency, you are beginning to feel in this vibration at this particular moment, the great swirling, and it feels as if you are being ripped apart. It feels as if your cellular structure is undergoing great changes. And we're not just talking of the intense colds or the intense heats that are swirling around your planetary zones at this particular moment. Know that this is a separate vibration that is taking your planet into a new form, into a new way of existence. And perhaps we will touch on that a little later, but right now it is unnecessary. Just understand that this is happening. But you are receiving a direct coding, a direct inference of energy from universe, from source, to come into your own, to come into your balance, to come into your truth. And what is happening is, as you speak your truth and what you have believed for so long has been your truth, you're finding it more and more difficult to speak it. Not because people are rejecting it, but because you know within yourself there is yet another layer of truth to be spoken, another layer of truth to be heard for yourselves. And so it is, my dear friends, my dear star family. I want you to hear that you truly are in the place of perfection. You are in the place where you are meant to be. You're here to bring that great clarity, that great resonance of resolution to your own energy, to bring the greater good for humanity. Because as you begin to bring balance and you begin to overlap and to fold in the timelines where you have manipulated, where you have destroyed, where you have ripped apart, and you begin in this lifetime to bring healing to all of that, what you are doing is bringing reconciliation. This reconciliation is then vibrating out to the greater part of humanity, the greater part of the cosmic, and that is bringing a vibration, a ripple, if you would like, to all of the different star systems that you have interconnected with. It is carrying on at a great quantum level of that which is the healing parameters. Now, what is happening is you are also paradigm shifting. Yes, you are at one stage, you are at here in the great sorrow, or the great, shall we call it, the dark night of the soul, and then you are coming and you are swinging into this epiphany of extreme joy, and you are pivoting backwards and forwards from these great shifts of extremities. And what we would say to you, dear ones, is understand that this will go on for a short period of time, but it will calm down once you have come to the realization that you are in the most perfect place to be for your own healing. And I would say this to those of you who have, shall we say, the identification, or even if you are not sure of your identification of being the lizard, the draconian, the zeta, or the reptilians, I want you to understand even the insectoids, even the mantis, even all of these different groupings, yes? You're here to bring balance to yourself and to the human race. You are here in the most perfect time. You are here not out of a choice as in, oh, yes, I chose to do this. Yes, you chose to do it, but it was designed for you by the cosmos. It was designed for you by Source to bring you into the most perfect key point, to unlock a great quantum key lock that is going to assist humanity to tap into a stargate within their own planet, which is going to begin to unlock and begin to release great resonances, great truths, that is going to bring or usher forth this change that humanity is looking for. So understand that humans are going to hear this and they're going to be very intrigued. But I am speaking to the star people here. I am speaking to those who are bringing balance into their own lives to be a key point in the activation of an opening of a stargate within the planet, and that which is its sister stargate in the stars. Now, there are various ones around your planet at this particular moment, and I am not going to note which one it is until it is, shall we say, the correct timing. Now, understand that as we have gazed and we have plotted and we have looked and pondered upon the star charts, as we have looked at the various intermittent transmissions that have come through from our own seers, and we have looked and recorded these over the millennia, we are beginning to see more and more in the command posts, in the various outposts of the Galactic Federation. We are seeing more and more the evidence that has been spoken about, where we are here to just hold the peace for you, hold the ground. We are no longer your peacekeepers. We are no longer the Peace Corps, so to speak. We are those now where you are actively taking place. You are actively beginning to activate both human and non-human on this planet to take back their own power. You are taking back the power of humanity, taking back the power of this earth. Yes, we are still in our placements of guardship. We are here and we are monitoring, we are in place, we are always available, and we will still protect this planet. Yes, that is a mandate that has been instilled and chiseled into the very DNA of our beings. But understand that we are beginning to see more and more evidence that our role as protectorate is beginning to fall away as you are rising up to become your own protectorates. Does this make sense to you? So understand that there is a conjoining, there is a now more than ever a sense of coming together of the groups of the Galactic Federation and of the Earth Federation. There is, and understand there has always been an Earth Federation, you just haven't really known about it. But this is rising up, it is becoming more and more, and what is going to happen is there is going to be a more intermittent and from intermittent to immediate to almost a definitive connection of bonding, of communication between the two federations. The galactic humans within the Galactic Federation are part of the Human Federation. They were the first ones that joined into the Galactic Federation from this point of view. They too are original humans, and they too are returning back to this time. They are returning back into the human world as original humans to instigate and to bring about great ripple effects of the nanotech discoveries, of the great learnings of the scientific world. This is why many DNA strands are being noted in the newborns of various changes. Understand that you are a very important influence on all of these changes. Star family, whoever you identify as, now is your time to begin to truly shed the hidden skins. It is truly the time to step more into that which is the reality of knowing that you are human, and that you are human for a purpose. And that purpose is to bring balance to this plane, the human world. And as we begin to connect more and more with those of you that are resonating with us, and we have a mandate, we have the instructions or the orders, if you wish, to connect with the varied humanoid forms on this planet who are now realizing this more and more, what is beginning to happen at a resonance of high frequency of a megahertz that is far beyond even the hearing of your animal kingdom, yes? But because you are not of Earth realm, because you are not of the animal kingdom, you hear it. You hear this frequency and you respond to it, whether it is in your nighttime, in the dream state, or in your human awakening state. But you are responding to it, and this is why you are releasing. Many of you are, shall we say, in this digestive area. You are finding that the digestion is processing a lot quicker than what you have had before. So therefore the byproduct of food is releasing from you in a very fast manner. You are finding that your renal system is at times under pressure because you seem to be dehydrated more and more, even though you are drinking fluids quite considerably. What we would say to you is find electrolytes, find the different things that will assist your renal system to bring relief to it, as well as maintaining the water intake, the fluid intake. Many of you, your dietary systems are changing. That which has been before a certain way of eating, you'll find it no longer serves you. It no longer is fulfilling you. It no longer is satisfying you. And you are either reintroducing food groups or you are moving to a whole new way of eating. So do not let this shame you. Do not let this become something that you are going to hide because you feel that, oh, you've always promoted this way or you've spoken bad about that. This is a time of change. This is a time, dear ones, where you are going to become leaders amongst many. You're going to become not chosen leaders. You are just going to evolve as leaders. And it's not that you want to be leaders. It's just you are going to be leaders because that is who you are. And you will be there by default, not by design, not by premeditation, but by default. And as you step more and more into that which is your power, that is the unfolding and the unwrapping of who you are. As you begin to look at the feet of your own body and you see the skins that you have ripped away from you as you've shed again and again and again, the falsity of who you thought you are to you becoming that very revealed truth, you will understand these words because you are not of this planet. And we are not speaking in the ways of where we've heard many teachers say to you before, oh, you're not of this planet, you are of energy, you are of this, da, da, da. But we are truly speaking to you by saying you are not of this planet. You are of a different star system, many of you. And you have chosen this life to incarnate here for a purpose and a plan. And it's time to remember what that is. It's time to remember and re-remember that you came here with a definitive plan to bring balance to this planet, to undo the harm that has been done, to undo and to fold in the great teachings that you have, shall we say, seeded out, which were false. And it's time to bring healing, and it's time to bring teachings of correction. So now is your time, if you choose to resonate, if you choose to stand within your own empowerment of that which is your species, of that which is your star system, not the earth realm, but your star system. Because as you choose to stand within that resonation, so your life here will resonate correctly, and the incarnation of humanity begins the balance and begins to ripple. So this is what we've said to you today. This is our truth, and this is that which has been transmitted to you by order of that which is the source. So I am Standr, commander of the outpost of the Andromeda Great Gathering. Shall we say, I have not been given permission to give you the actual name of the outpost yet, but that will become soon. We are releasing this information to you in various ways, for there are a few different outposts of the Andromedan sphere, and we will release all three, and we will tell you more about their codes and more about that which is their purpose. So we ask that you would maintain diligence, maintain contact, because now is the time of great maneuvers. Now is the time where you are truly on this planet to perform as soldiers, as grounders, as healers, because you chose to become human, to bring back the balance. So do as you did choose to do. Do not slack. Be the warriors that you once were in space, time, and the continuum thereof. Be the warriors here on this planet. So I am Standr, I am the commander, and I leave you with this information. Do with it as you will.